Hindi lahat sulit. Worth it pa ba lahat ng ads na ito? May nangyari ba talaga sa bawat ad na binabayaran mo? O basta may benta at may inquiries, you assume that the ads are working? Anak, in all my years sa negosyo, I have learned that results do not always tell the whole story. Minsan, may sales naman. Minsan, may inquiries naman. May mga taong nagtatanong, but that does not automatically mean that you know that it is working. Tapos, when things start feeling unclear, questions like this begin to show up. Mami N, gumagastos naman ako sa marketing every month. Pero bakit po ganon? Mukhang hindi effective. So, before you spend another peso on ads, anak, consider these 5 lessons. Number 1, customers are coming in pero hindi alam ni business owner kung saan talaga nanggagaling. Number 2, akala nila likes and views mean that the marketing is working pero hindi pala palaging ganon. Pangatlo, sales slow down and they think they need to spend more pero hindi muna nila tinitingnan kung ano ang talagang gumagana. Number 4, they see sales on the surface pero hindi nila alam kung bakit hindi bumibili ang mga tao. So they struggle to repeat and repeat and repeat what worked. And number 5, they keep running promos and campaigns pero wala silang malinaw na basehan kung ano talaga ang effective. Lesson 1, alin ang gumagana? Teka, alin nga ba ang effective? Anak, have you ever wondered what's really bringing customers into your business? Lalo na kapag may sales ka at tuloy-tuloy ang inquiries, kahit na may ads ka naman o kahit na wala. Ikaw ba ito? Let me tell you about Faye. Faye owns a small fitness studio offering group classes, personal training, and monthly memberships. Tulad ng maraming business owners, inassume ni Faye na yung marketing niya nagwo-work. Pero after months of spending on different marketing activities, she started to wonder, ano ba talaga ang nagwo-work? Kaya isang gabi, habang tinitingnan niya ang expenses ng negosyo niya, another question came to her mind. Sabi niya, alin kaya dito ang talagang nagdala ng bagong customers? And so, she decided to have a quick survey with her new members with one simple question. How did you hear about us? Well, yung isa found them on Facebook. Another one simply passed by the gym. And then another one heard it from a friend. But the member who signed up for 6 months, she found the gym through a flyer from a community fair. Napaisip si Faye because that was the very thing she almost stopped spending on, yung flyer. Kaya after that, she paid closer attention to where her new members were coming from. Kaya ito yung lesson, anak. Ang tunay na growth is not just visibility. It's really about conversion, yung bumibili, yung nagre-register. And when you clearly know what is truly bringing people in, mas madali mong mapagdesisyonan kung saan dapat ilagay ang time, effort, and budget mo. Lesson 2. Maganda pero walang benta? Na-reach ko ba talaga yung tamang market? Kasi mataas ang engagement, madaming nakakakita ng mga posts mo. Pero alam mo ba, that is not enough to say na gumagana ang ads at marketing mo. That was Denise's mindset after months of posting online. Nagbebenta si Denise ng educational toys and learning materials for kids. Her page looked active with nice photos, cute videos, and catchy captions. Siyempre, tuwan-tuwa siya kapag maraming reactions at comments because it feels like people are noticing her business. And so, ang ginawa ni Denise, nag-post siya ng nag-post even more. And one slow month, while fixing orders, she decided to check yung kanyang sales records. Hindi naman dahil nag-aalala siya, curious lang. So, she found out that the engagement numbers looked strong, but the sales told a different story. Doon siya biglang natahimik because all the effort, all the time, and the creativity na nilalagay niya into her content, hindi pala talaga nagko-convert into buyers. And that reminded Denise to really dig deeper. Alamin, bakit? Ano? Because for the first time, na-realize ni Denise ang isang bagay. Maraming pwedeng makakita ng business mo. But that does not always mean that they will buy. Anak, remember this. Getting a lot of engagement can feel good, pero kuminsan, it can give you the wrong picture. Because reach and buying are two different things. Kaya, bago tayo mag-post ng more content, take time to ask yourself, sino ba talaga ang nakakakita ng posts ko? At sila ba talaga ang mga target market ko? That simple question can save you time, effort, and guessing later on. Lesson 3. Dagdag budget na lang? Kailangan ko ba talagang gumastos? Ganito ka rin ba minsan mag-isip, anak? Kapag bumabagal na ang benta, gastos agad ang naisip. Maybe you can relate to what Maya went through. Now, whenever bookings became slow, Maya always had the same answer. Sige, dagdagan na lang natin ang budget natin. So, she owns an event styling business for weddings, debuts, corporate events. Ang trabaho niya, maganda. Clients were really happy with her work. Referrals came in also regularly. Pero during slow months, kinakabahan siya. Ang naisip niya agad is to spend more. More boosted posts, more promos. May business owners na eto rin yung ginagawa. Ikaw ba rin, ganon? Because spending feels like may ginagawa ka nga para magkaroon ng sales. Pero, one-off season, Maya reviewed all her marketing expenses. Tapos, she tried matching every expense to actual bookings. And that made her think. Doon niya na-realize that she had been assuming many things. She assumed that the bridal fairs worked. She assumed that the boosted post helped. She also assumed that people noticing her business already meant results. Hindi pala. When she tried identifying what truly brought serious clients in, wala siyang malinaw na sagot. And that became uncomfortable for her. Not because the business was failing, but because she realized how much money had been moving without clear direction. Kaya, binago niya yung isang bagay. Every inquiry now included one simple question. Where did you first hear about us? Anak, before you spend again, remember this. Spending money is not always the problem, but spending again and again and again without learning what really works. Nako, yan ang nakakapagpagod sa negosyo at nakakadrain din sa ating pera. Lesson 4. Sales pero walang clarity. Okay naman ang sales, pero bakit parang may kulang pa rin? Kapag okay ang takbo ng negosyo, it's a tricky question, right? And if it resonates with you, let me share what happened to Martin, who runs a gardening and plant business with his wife. Sa totoo lang, okay naman ang negosyo niya. May mga bumibili, may mga walk-ins, dumadami rin ang inquiries online. Post ng bagong stocks, reply sa messages, boost ng content paminsan-minsan, and yun yung naging part ng kanyang everyday routine. Kaya one day, a supplier offered him premium indoor plants. Medyo mas mataas ang presyo, mas malaki din naman ang kita. And Martin agreed right away. But when it was time to market them, doon siya nahirapan. Doon niya na-realize na he did not really know his best buyers. He could not tell kung aling post ang nagpapasok ng mga serious customers, kung saan nanggaling yung kanyang mga higher paying buyers, or what made people decide to buy. And that changed the way he looked at sales. Kaya Martin started paying attention to simple things. Saan ba talaga nanggagaling ang inquiries? Anong madalas na itanong ang mga customers? Sino yung mas malaking bumili? And over time, the picture became clearer. Anak, remember this. Sales can tell you that people are buying, but they do not always tell you why. And when you do not know why people are buying, mahirap ulitin kung ano talaga ang gumagana. Alam mo anak, kuminsan, ang tunay na problem is not the money that you spend. It's not knowing kung ano yung nagpapapasok ng result. Lesson 5. Wala kang basehan. Sure ba talagang gumana yon? Naku anak, back in the day, guilty din ako dito. I was going in circles, no? Figuring out what worked and what did not work. Lalo na kapag may ginastos ako at may nakita akong resulta. Now, let me tell you about this hardworking business owner that I know. Let's call him Enzo. He runs a home essentials business. Nagbebenta siya ng kurtina, bed sheets, at other home items. And okay naman yung kanyang business. May bumabalik na customers, may referrals, may regular inquiries. And kapag gusto niyang dumami ang sales niya, nag-offer siya ng discounts, nagbo-boost ng posts online, at minsan gumagawa rin ng bundle offers. And whenever inquiries increase, Akala niya gumagana yung marketing. And when he came to me for advice, tinanong ko siya, before the promo started, ilan ba talaga ang normal mong inquiries every week? Napahinto si Enzo. Hindi niya alam ang sagot. Not because he was careless, but because he never really checked what the business looked like before the promo started. So, paano niya malalaman kung may nagbago na talaga? Baka normal lang talaga ang inquiries. Baka timing lang din. Yun. Yung simple question na yon, napabago niya yung how he looked at marketing. So he started tracking a few simple members every week. Tapos later on, he figured out what was really happening in his business. Ito ang lesson, anak. Kung hindi mo alam kung saan ka nag-umpisa, hindi mo rin malalaman kung may improvement pa talaga o wala. Kaya, when things become clearer, mas nagiging madali ang magdesisyon. Tama, di ba? Anak, yung 5 business owners that we talked about today, were all trying their best. Masisipag sila. They kept showing up every day. They kept spending. They kept trying to grow the business. But many of them were moving without really knowing what was helping the business grow. And over time, it wears you down. Nakakapagod. Because when everything feels unclear, every decision starts feeling like a guess. Should I keep doing this? May bumabalik ba talaga? Worth it pa ba ito? That is why the journey matters. From maayos, where decisions become clearer, lighter, and less stressful, hindi na puro hula, hindi na puro kaba. Because now, mas naintindihan mo na yung negosyo mo. And soon, you will start moving closer to malaya. Kaya if you feel like you are working hard in the business but still you cannot see clearly what needs to be fixed, improved, or prioritized, yung libro ko, Grow Your Business Pinoy, can help you see things more clearly. The link is in the comment section. Kaya let's be business-minded Pinoy.